off the crossbar. To left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Welcome to HCTV. Tyler Rodriguez here as we see first pitch there from Jack Lanham of Bridgewater Raritan against Dan Catiliano of Hunterdon Central. Today we have a very special day. Sectional finals here in the North Group 4 section. The winner gets to advance to the group semifinals and a chance to play this Saturday for the Group 4 championship. A huge day. The Red Devils were last in the final in 2022 for Bridgewater. They had to wait since 2010 as a ball is dealt there. 3-0 the count on Cantiliano. And that is a strike. Now the count 3-1. So wait here with something behind the Central dugout. Is a lot of Central fans here today. Not too far. A good time here. We're at 4 o'clock start. And started very promptly as well. Here's a 3-1. That's high. Cantiliano works himself a walk here, and the Red Devils have a man on base. Brings up Jesse Allen, the DH for the Red Devils, number 14. A 390 average for him on the year. Cantiliano gets back. That was a good stop behind there by J.R. Rosado, the catcher. Jaden, his full name, just call him J.R. It's a beautiful day here today. 84, mostly cloudy. Sun won't be a huge issue. Humidity not too bad, 46%. And a slight wind going to the north, 4 miles per hour as Allen shows bunt. And Cantiliano makes sure he gets himself back. And the count now 2-0. Strike there, 2-1 for Lanham, who's having himself an amazing year. A 1.22 ERA with 25 strikeouts. The go-to man for Bridgewater, of course, here in the sectional final. And all the experts here today picking Bridgewater as Allen goes bunt there. But that's the same thing they did against Ridge, and Central was able to beat Ridge, the 3 seed, 2-1, as well as the 2 seed Scotts Plains Fanwood 9-3, and Watchung Hills, last time I did a game, the 10 seed to get here. All upsets except for the first round. Really, Central just happy to be here after what was a difficult regular season, but really hitting form at the right time in the postseason, as Allen gets a piece of that. And that is fouled down the first base line. Now the count even at 2-2. So a long pause from Lanham. Here's the 2-2. Allen gets a piece of that. It's straight, though, in center. And an easy catch there for Number 3 for the Bridgewater Raritan Panthers, Kellen Comline in center field. And there's one out and one runner on second. Or on first, excuse me. And that brings up Mike Cantiliano for the Red Devils. And Mike takes a strike there. Mike Cantiliano, of course, been on this team now for the last really 3 years here. And he's just been a key part for these last 3 years as well. 390 average, 319 slugging for him this year. Just having himself an amazing year. Seton Hall commit, of course, as everyone knows that probably by now. Or excuse me, 519 slugging, I should say. And he's even in the count here at 1-1. And he flies that one out to left field, and another easy play there in left field for number 26, Matthew Lerberger. So 2 outs for the Panthers, now bringing up McGann. McGann batting cleanup today, the catcher here. Remember, we talked to him after Watchung Hills and that win. He just had a rough start to the year, didn't get a lot of time out there, was preferred to Allen and in catcher and Augusta at first, but they move Allen to DH, find a place for the Susquehanna man in the team. And he's done very well this year, not only defensively, but offensively as well, batting 390 and a 400 slugging, and takes the first ball there 1-0. And McGann grounds that one foul. Count 1-1. So 1-1, 2 outs here for McGann. Again, Lanham really taking his time here on each and every pitch, making sure his delivery's been good. His control's been amazing thus far, and hasn't had too much difficulties in the early part with this line. That's a beautiful curve. Oh, Cantiliano gets himself in a pickle and does greatly there to work his way to second. Very fast there from Danny Cantiliano. Rosado threw down, but Cantiliano's already halfway there and on the move to make it to second, probably 5/8 of the way there for all the math people out there. And he's got a nice lead for himself at second. But Lanham just focused on the batter and getting it out in McGann. High, though. And now 3-1. Maybe an early 2-out rally here for the Red Devils if McGann can find himself on first. A couple looks to the head, and Lanham delivers, but low. So 2 walks for him in this first inning, Lanham. And McGann now finds his way to first base on a walk, and he'll get himself a courtesy runner. And so he can get his catcher's gear on and prepare for the bottom of the first. I believe that's Jacobus. Cole Jacobus have subbed in for him. The younger brother of Jared Jacobus has Stallwood fouls that one back against Lanham. So first and second now for Stallwood. I believe had an RBI in the last game against Ridge. Has been a good fielder for them for the Middlesex County Community College commit. Will be playing there next year. Huge congratulations to him. Stallwood again fouls that one back. Just a little late on Lanham's stuff right now. 0-2. So here is the 0-2. Lanham against Stallwood. Stallwood, a bit of a half swing there. And just fights it foul to stay alive. Runners were both in movement there, in stride rather. And Stallwood lives to fight another pitch. So the junior Lanham against the senior Stallwood again. 0-2, that's low and outside. Stallwood now in a better spot, 1-2. And here's the 1-2 Cantiliano with a big lead there at second. The 1-2 again low and outside, and now 2-2. So 2-2 now for Lanham. Stallwood's done well to fight back here. Can he get a fruit from his labor here? A hit, maybe a walk. Gets another good swing there. A bit better that time. Could the play be made? No. It was a great attempt, though, there from number 10, Matthew Vittoria at first. And again, Stallwood still in it here. And in it with a very good chance to get himself on base and extend this top of the first inning. A lead would do the Red Devils wonders here. So again, 2-2-2. The scoreboard reads 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Can they get the third here? No. Stallwood this time found it back. A long at bat here for Stallwood. Still very much in it though. After Lanham got his 8th and 9th walk of the year. That was to McGann and Cantiliano. And then he gets his 10th as Stallwood works it there. So bases loaded. And an early edge-of-your-seat moment here for the Red Devils. And Bridgewater Raritan's going to talk things over here. We're not expected to have their main man Lanham in such deep water early on against Nick Augusta here for the Red Devils. Or excuse me, Boz, I should say. So here is Boz. Boz gets a hard ground ball to short. The play is made at second, and Bridgewater Raritan just about do enough to get out of the inning there. The Red Devils leave 3 on in the top of the first. Would have been a great start for them to get a run. Wasn't meant to be. Stay tuned for the bottom of the first inning. We got a good one here live on HGTV. So the Red Devils back here with Ryan Landari, the 2 juniors on the mound for each team. And they'll look to have a good defensive first inning for them. And that's an early hit, though, for Bridgewater Raritan. And Devin Goldberg extends his .273 average here just to start the Bridgewater Raritan Panthers were looking for. Now brings up Matthew Lerberger, who made that play, I believe, for the second out in the last inning. So Landari, 1 pitch, 1 hit. Not what he wanted there. Gives up his 21st hit of the year, and that's a ball outside. So the 2 juniors, the 2 aces for either team out there today. Landari just making sure Goldberg stays at short, or at second, or first, excuse me. All out of sorts here. 1-0 for Landari. That's low. And Goldberg does go. McGann, good throw. Did they get him? No. Stallwood can't believe it. And I don't really have an opinion there. I couldn't see it. Neither does Jack, our cameraman there. Not sure. Looked a great throw and tag there from McGann. It was certainly an excellent throw. Goldberg did get a great beat on it as well. Just couldn't quite get him there. And now a runner in scoring position with 0 outs in the bottom of the first here. And now Catiliano is going to make sure he stays close there at second base. Goldberg, the senior, that's his 35th stolen base of the year to lead the team. Catiliano at short. Stallwood at second. We'll keep an eye on him. Augusta at first today. Gregor at third. And the outfield is a similar look here as Lundari there walks Lerberger. Not what the Red Devils wanted here to start things off. Boz in left, Brunetti in right, and then center is Dan Catiliano. So very rare here. Mike Catiliano will speak here with McGann and Lundari. Of course, Mike Catiliano, one of the captains here. Not a vocal leader, though, certainly on this team. But today he's going to have to step up here, try to help his pitcher out here. Lundari hasn't been in really too much hot water this year at all. But he's been the big man for them in the big games against Watchung Hill. Scotch Plains Fanwood didn't need him, though, against Ridge. And the Hunterdon Warren Sussex lost to North Hunterdon. He was on the mound. And the Red Devils already have one going back in the bullpen. Looks like it's Jared Jacobus. And that's swung on a high fly ball. Catiliano, good call, good catch, and throws there. The cutoff is Mike Catiliano, and Goldberg there stays at second. Great play by the Red Devils as Matthew Fattore is the first out here for Hunterdon Central. So the three Matthews, Lerberger, Fattore, and now Suchoki, number 11, the right fielder, and the lefty up for the Panthers. Runners at first and second. Looks like it will be Patino here to warm up right to our left. That's low. And Lundari maybe last year had some minor issues with his control, but this year has been very good. And certainly the man the Red Devils want on the mound at the moment. Just needs to find his bearings here and find it very quickly. And the umpires now in conversation. Three-man umpire team today. They're going to have to not only manage what's going on the field, but also off of it. Rather packed crowd here. Two local rivals, of course. Some big clubs. Both these teams play for a zone not far from here. Of course, Diamond Nation near Hunterdon Central. That's why they've both had very good, consistent programs for a very long time. Two local rivals. Skyland, Delaware rivals as well. These two teams know each other well. And Lundari just, again, checking there on Goldberg. Goldberg on second, Lerberger on first. Fattore was the first out, and now brings up the cleanup hitter Suchoki. A 318 average and a 455 slugging. The first 6 hitters of this lineup all bat over 300, and all can hit for power as well. It's going to be a tough battle here against these first 6. Good pitch there from Lundari. Looks like he's finding some rhythm now. Count 2-1. It's chopped there to Stallwood. The out at first. Can they turn 2? Yes, and a double play for the Red Devils to end the inning, which looked like it could have been very difficult. But just like Hunterdon Central, Bridgewater leave 2 runners on. Still, though, no runs, 2 hits, though, for the Panthers. And we go to the second inning live on HCTV. So welcome back here to the second inning now, the top of the second. the Red Devils will start things off with the first baseman, Augusta, who caught the final out in that last inning there. A beautiful double play executed by the Red Devils stalwart to Catiliano to Augusta. And you could say both teams very lucky not to concede any runs. The Bridgewater Raritan Panthers had bases loaded against them. The Red Devils had 2 runners on, first and second, with 0 outs, and somehow able to get away. So still 0-0 here. Count 0-2 though on Augusta, who's had some struggles hitting this year, but came up big in the last game with that game-winning RBI and pitched as well against Ridge. So it looks like the Colby commit here, hitting his form right when his team needs it. That was our first Tom Matko sighting. We'll see him on the far third base line. Always Mr. Reliable, they call him. That one's low. Always around Tom. Lovely to have. And now the sun does come out a little bit here. See how that affects things. It is a mostly cloudy day, though. Beautiful. Really can't ask for much better. Picture perfect, in fact. We were taking pictures of just the brilliance of this day as Augusta hits one. A hard ball to short, but an easy play for the Panthers. And they have the first out here, as they did in the first inning. And Lanham looks like now maybe he's just finding his control here. See if he walks any more runners. Walked 3 in the last inning. That's a third of all his total walks on the year in 1 inning. And that brings up Brunetti, who's been struggling hitting-wise. Went through a large slump. 235, 255 slugging. Has had some injury issues as well, but he continues to battle. Let's see what he can do here as the last 2 hitters of the Red Devils lineup are up. Oh, and 1 now as Brunetti fouls that one back. And looked like he painted the corners, but no. Instead, ball, 1-1. You can tell what the crowd think about that one, not happy. And again, the umpires were in conversation in between innings. Seems like maybe they're not on the same page here today. Uncommon to have 3 umpires, but need it in a big, big game like this. That's low again. That one, 2-1 now is the count. It's very packed here today. Behind in outfield, both stands are packed. Behind home plate as well. Everyone coming here to see the marquee matchup. Red Devils against the Panthers. Every time these 2 teams face off, doesn't matter what the sport is, it's always a good game. And the Red Devils have a nasty taste in their mouth. Have not beat this team in the last 2 seasons. Only have scored 2 runs against them this year. Played them twice. Believe lost 7-0 and 5-2. And looking to avenge the loss 19-8 last year in the quarterfinals. Now this one, though, in the final would be very sweet if they can make it count here. And they're going to need a hit here from Brunetti to get things going. Maybe a walk as well, because the count is full. 3-2. Lanham deals. Swung on high into right field. Gets under and makes the play as Matt Sachoki, who was the first out in the last inning, gets the second out here. And now Lanham faces bottom of the order Gregor, a strong hitter for the Red Devils to end things off. 319 average, and a 340 slugging for Gregor. Has a cannon on him as well. A lefty as well. Gregor, a lefty. Catiliano and the 2 Catilianos, both lefties as well. That one's high. Lanham, high, but called strike. 0-1. Gregor gets good contact again, though, straight to a Panther there. This time it's number 3, Kellen Columline, his second out of the day. And the Red Devils go 1-2-3 against the Panthers. And that will bring us to the bottom of the second. Still no runs here, live on HCTV. bottom of the second here. Bridgewater back in offense here, back on offense rather. And here's J.R. Rosado, the catcher. The catcher with a cannon. Let's see what those arms can do here, holding the bat. Just shy of a 400 batting average this year and a 564 slugging. Second highest on the team. And these three for them, Fattore, Sachoki, Rosado, all over 400 slugging. That's a big hit there. Over Boz's head. Is it gone? No, it hits the fence though on a bounce. Boz falls, gets it in, and there is a double for Rosado. Beautiful from him, and Lundari is getting picked apart here by this Bridgewater offense early on. And same thing we saw in that first inning. First couple pitches there, a hit. This time, though, it's a double, and Rosado gets his courtesy runner as he's the catcher. And now McGann going to talk to Lundari here. Nick Turchi, coming on for Rosado. And here is Kellen Comline, the center fielder, who's made 2 outs already today, 2 catches, the lefty up now. He's just shy of 300. 391 slugging, not too shabby as well. And a base hit here could potentially score a run. Beautiful off-speed pitch by Lundari. And just, he now needs to do what Lanham did in the last inning and just try to find his rhythm here. So had pretty good help with his defense. A rare misstep there by Boz, though usually so strong fielder. Still wasn't really going to catch that 1-1 bounce into the fence. And that one, nothing anyone could do about that either. Beautiful hit there. Good throw by Brunetti to make it to McGann on a hop. And they needed that there. Good fielding again by the Red Devils just to prevent any further damage. But again, nothing Boz or Brunetti could do about those 2 hits there. One to right, one to left. And now 2 runners on the corners here for the Panthers, bringing up Frankie Verano, a 172 average and a 219 slugging for him. And through 6 batters, the Panthers have 3 hits. So 0-0 here. Lundari again. We saw him working on those pickoff moves before. Knows this is a very electric Bridgewater team. They like to run. It's high. McGann does well there to stare down both runners and calm lob back to Lundari here. Just needs to start throwing strikes though. That one gets a swing and a miss there. I believe it was fouled. And count 1-1. And all the noise now coming from the Panthers. They have all the momentum here. That big double for Rosado just kicked his team, you feel like, in motion here. And Lundari again struggling to find the zone. 2-1. That's a beautiful pitch from him, 2-2. And he always can lean back on that fastball, Lundari. So here's 2-2, not quite yet there. We have time being called. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lundari, strike 3. Does beautifully there to get the first out of this one against Verano. And now brings up Joe Spira. And if the Red Devils again can work themselves out of a situation where they have 2 runners on, that would be huge for them. But the Panthers really need to capitalize on this great field, or runners on base they have again, 2 innings in a row. This great advantage they have at the moment. They need to make it count. and see if they can, what they can do here. That's a ball there again from Lundari. And certainly advantage is towards the Panthers. Got to make it count, though. Need to get the runs. And a fly ball will do it here to score. The runner at third, Nick Turchi. That one's fouled back. One and one. And the Red Devil stands are packed here, full support from them. Lundari needs it here at the moment. Again, just checking on the runner there. On first. That's calm line. That's a beautiful hit again towards Boz. This time he gets it, but the runner will score there. That's Nick Turchi with the run. So Spira does his job here, gets the sacrifice fly, and the Red Devils now trail 0-1 against Bridgewater Raritan. So the Bridgewater Raritan Panthers do make the advantage count, but still don't advance the runner to second. So only one runner on first. And Lundari just has to worry about getting Michael Taylor, the second baseman, .333 average and a .392 slugging from him. And the Red Devils just want to get out of this inning and then have the top of the order up for them. So certainly a rough go for Lundari in his first trip around this Bridgewater Raritan lineup. Walked one, allowed 3 hits, a sacrifice fly, and only struck out the one. Also gave up a double. But hopefully now, after facing Taylor, he'll have a better read of this lineup and can do better the next time. If not, Kuzi may have to look to make a change here. But still only 1-0 very early on, of course, in the bottom of the second. They still have Patino warming up. Lundari high. One and two with 2 outs now. And Lundari just needs the out here again, time called. It's been a little stop-start here a little bit. Both pitchers been taking their time. Umpires as well. And Lundari deals. Strike 3. Lundari, 2 strikeouts here. Able to end the inning. 1 run and 1 big hit or 2 hits, 1 big one from J.R. Rosado. And the Panthers lead 1-0 going into the top of the third. So top of the order now for the Red Devils is Lanham, who had a shaky start in the first, but a very, very calm and easy second inning. See what the third brings for them here. As again I go to the top of the order, walked Cantiliano his first time around. And J.R. Rosado with his his 8th double of the year, is who will be throwing to again. Saw his amazing arm there. And the Red Devils maybe if they can look to get on and run the bases a little bit as the Panthers did, just going to need to start getting the bats going for them sooner rather than later. Went through the whole lineup there, no hits, compared to 3 from the Panthers. Cantiliano up again early, 1-0. Gets a good hit on that one, though. Would be a great play, and it's made there. What a play that is at shortstop. Number 22, Devin Goldberg. Backhand, fell to one knee, threw it on the run to get Cantiliano out, who had a hard ball to him as well. Thought that was going to find the hole, but no. And takes a hit certainly away there from Cantiliano. And now brings up Jesse Allen. And the Panthers playing with a sort of ease about them right now. Some nice aura, for lack of a better term. Just everything coming simply to them. Won their last 11, 22-3. the best record in their school history. And they're relishing the opportunity just to be able to kind of own the Red Devils of late. In the last 5, they beat them 5 in a row. Never have been able to do that in their school history. The Red Devils usually have their number. And they're going to need to rediscover that form here rather quickly. Allen, a softer ground ball. Oh, it's bobbled, but the play is made in the end there. No panic there from Taylor, who struck out in the last inning. It was a soft hit ball to Allen. Thought maybe he had a chance to run it out after the bobble, but no. Allen now 0 for 2 brings up Cantiliano, who popped out. Remember, hit a hard hit ball to, it was Lerberger, or excuse me, I should say Calmline here in center. And now the lefty Cantiliano, the future Pirate. That one's low. Cantiliano just does everything for this team. Like I said, not the biggest vocal leader, but the way he carries himself can certainly be modeled by any other athlete, any other team, any other player on the team. It's been a pleasure certainly to watch for these last 3 years and to announce his games. But he's going to need to have one more big performance if his team... And Mike Cantiliano shows bunt. And they're going to need to have one more big performance here if they are to get back in. McGann there gets the bat. He's got his knee pads on. But still on deck, McGann. And it's a good top of the lineup for the Red Devils. Danny Cantiliano, Mike Cantiliano, McGann. Just haven't been able to hit Lanham, though, today. And again, it'll be a simple play. Lob, though, rather. Made it a bit more close. But Cantiliano out there. Again, a beautiful play there made by Michael Taylor. And the Red Devils' last 6 batters, no hits. Another 1-2-3 inning there for the Panthers. And they go into the bottom of the 3rd with a 1-0 lead live on HGTV. So bottom of the 3rd here, the Panthers bring up the top of their order. 3 hits through their first 9 batters against Lundari, including a double. And got the sacrifice fly as well from Frankie Verano, the DH. Goldberg only had 1 pitch against Lundari, and he hit that for a single. This time takes the first one for a ball. So Goldberg now inching closer to 300. Every batter on this team almost at 300, apart from 2. And here's the 1-0. That's chopped low to Stallwood. Takes on a high bounce and a nice easy throw to Augusta to retire the first one there. 0-1, or excuse me, 1 out now. I should say, I was going to say 0 for 2, but he's 1 for 2 on the day now, Goldberg. And they get the first out here. And hopefully, for Lundari's sake, it can be a nice inning for him. He needs a good inning here, you feel, to just find his form. He walked Lerberger his last time up, and now behind the count early 1-0. So here's the 1-0. Check swing, doesn't matter, it was a strike. And now 1-1. That one's low and outside. Count now 2-1. And Lundari will deal. Swung on foul deep there. Way down that first base line. And the Panthers certainly not shy to swing the bats at all here against Lundari. But he's looked way calmer so far in this 3rd inning. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lundari with his 3rd strikeout of the day. And this is a Ryan Lundari Red Devils fans are used to seeing. bringing up Fattore now, the hitter with the highest average on this team, 450. Lundari got him out, though, in the last at-bat. Beautiful pitch that time, just outside 1-0. He's gone 1-0 behind in these first 3 at-bats in this 3rd inning, but still come back to get all of them out. See what he does here. That's fouled off the pole there and over the fence there by the Bridgewater Raritan dugout. Count even 1-1. 2 outs on the board for the Red Devils. And here's the 1-1. Strike 2 for Lundari. So here's the 1-2. Did it hit Fattore? Yes, it did. So Lundari, or maybe it hit the bat. Fattore's taking his equipment off. They say it hits the bat. Now they're going to talk to each other. There's been a couple conversations on field today between players, coaches, and umpires. And now umpires will talk. It may have hit the bottom of the bat, but could have also hit the hands. It's really kind of hard to tell. So it would be still 1-2 with 2 outs, or it would be the runner on first. And it would be Lundari's second hit batsman, but they say it's fouled off the bottom of the bat. And so the count's still at 1-2. Bottom of the 3rd. The Red Devils still very much in this one. They need this out, though. That's low. 2-2. McGann up next for them, the catcher. Lundari deals. Good frame, but low. Count now full. Maybe a 2-out rally on the cards here. Here's the full count, though. 3-2. It's hit hard, but will be foul. Again, another long foul ball deep down that first base line. Count still full count here, 3-2. And Fattore again, similar spot there. And hits a car. Ooh. That's why I told Jack to park far. So Fattore, best hitter on this lineup, staying alive and works himself a walk there. So Lundari was up there in the count, but maybe hit Fattore, maybe didn't. And in the end, ends up walking Fattore. And now brings up Sachoki. So like I said, now this is the danger here. These 2-out rallies here that can potentially bring runs here. The Red Devils don't want to go down more than 1 here. Because once the floodgates open for the Panthers, you feel it will just keep flowing. Count to 1-0. That looked very close to the strike zone there. Inside, certainly on the hands. And here's the 1-0. Swung on hard towards Brunetti. Won't be able to make the play in the air. Fattore was going to go. He'll have to make sure he gets back there to third. Beautiful leaping catch there by Cantiliano. And the 2-out rally goes on. Sachoki gets himself a hit. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And now brings up J.R. Rosado, who on the second pitch of his first at-bat hit a hard ball there to left field over the head of Bonds and got himself a double. And if he can do that again here, that could potentially score 2, at least 1 for sure. Lundari will do very well to get Rosado out there, one of their biggest power hitters on this team. Very high average as well. That's low and inside, will be a ball. And Lundari looked like he was in control there through the first 2 batters, Goldberg and Lerberger. struck out Lurberger. Thought he was going to just have a nice 1-2-3 inning, but instead here struggled against these last two, a walk and a single. And Rosado, who seems to have his number here, now up in the count 2-0. Lundari's going to have to get out of this inning here. I feel if the Panthers can pull ahead here, they'll look back to this moment. 2-out rally that was decisive. There's a strike, though, from Lundari. Back on the fastball. Count 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's chopped low to Cantillano. Oh, bobbles it. Just about gets the out there. Cantillano had to step on the bag with his glove, and the Red Devils somehow, again, able to get out of that inning here. Still only down by 1. That will bring us to the top of the 4th here, live on HCTV. So the Red Devils here need to get the bats going and need to get it going fast. Caleb McGann up here. Just feel like if they can give Lundari at least maybe a lead or at least tied, could maybe calm his nerves down, but in the grand scheme of things here, they need runs to win the game, obviously. McGann takes the first strike, 0-1. Beautiful breaking ball there that time. McGann, though, didn't bite on it. 1-1. And Patino will come back here again for a second warm-up, see if it's extensive as his first one, which lasted a full 2 innings. He didn't go back in the dugout. Big cut there from McGann. 1-2, excuse me. And the Red Devils do have some great relief pitchers available today. Boz Lundari is the normal 1-2 combo they use. Swing and a miss from McGann. Strike 3 for Lanham. That is, funny enough, his first strikeout of the day. As I was saying, they normally like to go Lundari through about 4 or 5 and Boz through the rest. Lundari gets the win, Boz gets a save is the ideal scenario. Stolwa now steps himself into the box, but they have Patino available, Gregor if they need. They've used Jacobus, Lundari, Patino, Augusta, and Boz through these postseason. Augusta pitched a lot in the last game. Patino as well, and Jacobus. So Boz available. They have Gregor. Haven't called on him yet, though, this postseason. Has a great arm, though. Stallwood up now, 2-0. Strike there. You feel like this is the crucial part of the Red Devils lineup. Stallwood, Boz, and Augusta. If these 3 can hit well, assuming that you get the same production from the first 4, if these 3 can hit well, it really could change things for them. They just certainly need someone here to get going here. Stallwood fouls that one back. So the count now 2-2, even for Stallwood. Monas and Patino still throw to our left here. See if they bring anyone else out. Maybe Jacobus, as I said. They've had a 2-day rest since the last game. Here's the 2-2. Stallwood, good hit there, and that one finds a gap. Stallwood has himself a single, and the Red Devils have life. So 1 for 1 for Stallwood, walked his first time. The Red Devils have their second hit now of the day. Or their first, excuse me, I should say. First hit. They've had a couple walks. Stallwood's first hit of the day. First team now brings up Boz. And see if Boz can follow that up with a hit as well. Boz, the ultimate utility man, does it all for this team. They just really need his bat now. And the Red Devils, for the first time really since the first inning now, have started to be vocal. And that energy is something they're going to need here. Didn't hear them at all through the last 3 innings. It was kind of weird, really. It was the Panthers who were driving everything in this game, but maybe that hit from Stallwood can just change the momentum. The first hit through 4. Only other times they had runners on is when Lanham lost a bit of control, so walked three rather. But ever since that first inning, Lanham's been very good. Went 1, 2, 3 in the last 2 innings. And 2-1, he's behind though against Stallwood. Beautiful pitch that time, inside and high. A little high heat there on Boz. And the count now 2-2. Monis heads back in. Patino, though, still going through some throwing progressions with the weighted ball into the fence. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him to start the top of the bottom of the fourth, rather. That's low. And the umps had a tight strike zone all day. Both teams have shown their kind of annoyance and frustration with it. But it's been consistent, though. The count now is full. Only one out. Still opportunity for the Red Devils to get something from this inning. Boz, good hit, but again, straight to deep center. And another play by Kellen Colmline. They've had some hard hit balls. Cantiliano, Boz as well. But they've all been either to Colmline there, or Lerberger. Only one finding some ground there, finding a gap with Stallwood. And now that brings up Augusta, who grounded out his first time. Lanham's shown great resilience here in this fourth inning. His first time he kind of faced some difficulties since that first inning, and Stallwood can advance himself on a pass ball. So now maybe if Augusta can do what he did against Ridge and get another single, get an RBI here, would do wonders for the Red Devils. Knot things back up at 1 apiece. All in the hands of Augusta here for the Red Devils. And Rosado wants to talk things over. The first baseman and shortstop both coming there as well. Goldberg at short and Fattore at first. Quick conversation. Maybe they saw something there. And Lanham just going to focus, you think, on the zone, the junior, against the senior pitcher, Augusta. 1-0. Beautiful pitch there, Augusta. Surprised not to pull the trigger there. It was right down the pipe, but doesn't. It's 1-1. Two strikes away now for Lanham. Did Augusta go? Yes. 1-2. Big sigh there from Augusta. And he's had some swings like that all year where they kind of been half-hearted. Needs to get good contact here. Or could be strike 3 for him. 1-2. Similar spot. Augusta this time, though, learns. Doesn't pull it there. Count now 2-2. It's just so hard there when Lanham throws it like that with pace. And it's breaking away from the right-handed hitter. Just looks like it's going to go down the middle as he did with that first strike. But then gets away from Augusta. That time showed a good eye there. And good discipline to hold away. Now it's the 2-2. That one is straight down the middle, and it's strike 3. The Panthers there able to get out of the inning with 1 left on from the Red Devils, and we're halfway through this sectional final here in the North Jersey Group 4 section. It's been a good one so far, live on HCTV. So the Red Devils send Lundari back out. See if this maybe is his last go around. If he does well, maybe gets another one. But the Red Devils defensively have not been too bad. Surprised it's not worse for them with the amount of hits the Panthers have gotten here. Now in Kellen Colmline. Colmline 1 for 1. Hit his first time. Goldberg has a hit as well. They have 4 hits so far as a team. Compared to the Red Devils 1. There's a strike there. Count 0-2. Here's a 0-2 now coming from Lundari. He deals. And Colmline gets a good hit on that one to Boz. He'll do well to reach it. It's foul. So Colmline lives to see another day. Still 0-2. Lundari deals outside. Good eye there from Kelly. And big cut there from Coleman. Just got the underside of the ball. Fouls it back. 1-2 still. And Lundari's been in some big battles. His last one was against Vittoria in the last inning. Ended up walking him. See if he can retire Coleman here. He does. Strike 3 from Lundari. So Lundari, leading in the strikeout department, has 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Paired that to only 1 from Lanham. And he's been pretty good, just had some difficult moments that have cost him a little bit here. Now seems like he's finding his rhythm. There's a good strike there. Struck out Frankie Verano as well in his last time up. Gets another swing there. Strike 2. And strike 3. Lundari, 4 strikes in a row and 2 swing and a misses. Excuse me there, Lundari, 4 strikes in a row. And the last 2, both retired in a swing and a miss fashion here. And now maybe Lundari looks like in his rhythm, but maybe more importantly can give his team some life here. Feed off his brilliant performance. Another strike. That's his 5th in a row against Spira. Spira 0 for 1. Did get the sacrifice fly though in his first at bat. 219, 250 slugging for him on the year. Here's the 0-1 inside, and Lundari now throws his first ball in the last 5 pitches. Retired the last 2, as I said, with swing and misses. Swings and misses, I should say, excuse me. And now 1-1. That's low, but in the zone. Spear disappointed there. That one was called ball a lot today, but that time different. Count is now 1-2. And another swing and a miss here. Another strike would do it for Lundari. Instead, it's a Stallwood. Good play from him. Another easy throw. And maybe the Red Devils, after their first 1-2-3 inning here, can back it up with an amazing attacking performance on the offensive side and get some runs on the board here. We'll see in the top of the 5th, live on HCTV. So the Bridgewater Raritan Panthers do make a pitching change here. Lanham, after a very good day, only allowed up to 1 hit, though. Did have the 3 walks, but no runs, more importantly, makes way for what was the second baseman, Michael Taylor. So Taylor with a 1.19 ERA, 0.2 or 0.3 lower, excuse me, than Jack Lanham comes into this one to try to finish things out for them. So the 1.19 ERA of Taylor also has 14 strikeouts as well and 14 hits. Only allowed 3 runs all year, 3 earned ones, excuse me, as well. And he's just another great pitcher this team has. And goes against Brunetti. Brunetti gets good contact again, though, straight to Coleman, and it will be another easy play for Cal Coleman. So Brunetti's hitting struggles continue, but for the Panthers, their dominance continues in this one. Thought the Red Devils have the opportunity here to have a big inning after that great pitching performance from Lundari, but not the way they want it to go there. 1 pitch and 1 out there for Taylor and the Panthers. Lerberger moves over to second, where Taylor was playing. And number 33, I believe, in left, can't quite see the number. I believe it's Joey Letko. And that's good contact there, but good play made there at second, or at third. Spira there had to run back, tracked it well, and made the play against Gregor. Top of the order is Cantiliano. And this is the exact way they wanted to integrate their new pitcher into the game here. Cantiliano, high, and takes a ball. And so Taylor just picking up where Lanham left off. Lanham had an amazing day, goes out on a high for sure. And Lanham had a difficult start, so did Lundari, but both pitchers hit their form well. And let's see if the Red Devils will send out Lundari again. Patino still warming up behind us. Or to the left of us, I should say. And that's a strike there from Taylor. 2-1. Two outs, 2-1. Taylor versus Cantiliano, who fouls that one back now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. They need a big moment here from the sophomore. Still very young, but one of their most consistent hitters. High on base percentage as well. Had a walk, but hasn't been able to get the bat working too much today. And here's a 2-2. Swung on, fouled back again. And again, the scoreboard reads all 2s. Taylor deals, swung on high, again towards third base, and Spira, will that get out? It does. Cantiliano lives to see another pitch here. A bit late that time on Taylor, who's in control of this one. Again, still 2-2. And Taylor deals. Again, fouled off to a similar spot, really almost identical. Slightly farther back into the bleachers, which are packed today to the dismay of some fans here today. And still 2-2. A long at-bat here. Taylor's first big test against Danny Cantiliano. And now gets a ground out here. Lehrberger, easy play for his first contribution at second. And in the end, Taylor gets the soft grounder from Cantiliano to end the inning here. The Red Devils still trail by 1, and it's Bridgewater who will be up at the bottom of the 5th. So bottom of the 5th now, the Panthers will try to go again against Lundari, who had an amazing inning in the last one, and he's off to a great start with an early strike here. And now 0-1 turns into 0-2. That's Michael Taylor, the pitcher in the last inning, now batting bottom of the order. Struck out against Lundari. Now gets a good grounder there to Gregor. Great play from him. Fielded it very cleanly on the run and an excellent throw straight into the glove of Augusta. And they get Taylor out here, bringing up top of the order Goldberg, who is 1 for 2 on the day. And Lundari certainly has been the one bright spot you can say for the Red Devils. Struggled early on, good resilience for him to fight back. Patino, though, still going through his paces now to the left of us. Him and Monis been out here for a while. Strike there against Goldberg. There's the 0-1. Swung on this time to Cantiliano. Excellent play and calm throw. And just like that, it's 2. So Lerberger, who made the play to end the last inning at second. Remember, he was playing left field. Subbed in for Taylor at second when he went to pitch. Had a walk his first time, a strikeout his second. See what he can do in his third here. And Lundari had a comfortable inning in the last one. Let's see what the third one brings, or in the next one, excuse me, brings here. Lerberger into the dirt, foul. So the 0-1 now from Lundari. Grounded low and foul. And now 0-2. Lundari right where he wants to be against Lerberger, who he struck out last time. And another strikeout would do well for him. Here's the 0-2. Low. Good block by McGann. Well, got away from him, rather. I should say, looked like he got it off the little short hop there. Now the count is 1-2. Lerberger goes to talk to the third base coach. Maybe noticing something here. That's 1-2. Lundari deals, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for the Red Devils. Let's see maybe now if that ignites them a little bit here, and we could see a run from Hunterdon Central in the top of the 6th, live on HCTV. So the Panthers now look to continue this amazing run they've been on. 16-0, they've outscored their opponents in the sectional tournament. Not one run allowed. 3-0, they beat Union, the 16th seed. 3-0, the 9th seed Edison. And 10-0, the 4th seed Westfield. Number 4th in the state, 1 in this section. The Red Devils, the 7th seed here, looking to do yet another upset. But they just need to swing the bats here. Have not been able to really hit either Taylor or Lanham, and see if Allen, one of this team's greatest hitters, can get things going here. Top of the 6th now. The 0-0 here from Taylor, no outs, zeros on the board, clean slate for the Red Devils. They just need to go again here. Now 1-0. Good piece that time from Allen. Fouls it back. Patino still yet to enter the dugout, really, since the first inning. He's been out here. Oh, excuse me, he did go in for a little bit and then came out in about the 3rd, and now we're in the 6th. Big hit there from Allen, and Allen's one of this team's greatest hitters here. Gets a hit. 1 for 3 for Allen on the day, followed by Mike Cantiliano now, another one of his team's greatest hitters, both .390 coming into this one. He's been one of the best Red Devils players for these last 3 years. Now looks like they're going to make a pitching change after only 1 inning for Taylor. Maybe here. It's only his first hit he's allowed. And we can see changes in movement. So yet another twist here. And it was a strange decision to pull Lanham, who was in really a great stride. It would be another kind of interesting one to pull Taylor, but that's what they do. And it's for their number 33, the one that subbed in, or number 31, excuse me, I should say, Sam Matheson. And Matheson, let's look at his numbers on the year. Matheson, the senior He's pitched only 4 innings this year. Clearly they believe in him, though. It's only 71 pitches thrown. Only allowed 3 hits. Or, excuse me, 129 pitches thrown in 5 innings. 12 hits he's allowed. 13 runs, 11 earned. Has had 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 1 hits batsman. The ERA is very high, 15.4. But, of course, only thrown 5 innings and 129 pitches. Compare that to Taylor, who's pitched 278 in 17 innings, and Lanham even before that, 28.2. So a strange decision here from Bridgewater to make the substitution here, but their head coach Max Newell must know something we don't. So see what they'll do here with Matheson. So Lerberger goes now back to left. Taylor can retake his place at second. And everyone's in position as Matheson continues to fire away. Cantiliano will be the first Red Devil to have a crack up against the new man Matheson. And maybe the third pitcher will be the charm for the Red Devils. So Matheson's first test is Mike Cantiliano, not who you want to face first if you're an opposing pitcher just coming into the game after Allen, 2 of this team's best hitters back-to-back. Cantiliano shows bunt. Maybe getting to that stage for the Red Devils. They just need advanced runners, do whatever it takes for them. Thus is down now to their final 6 outs. And again shows bunt here, and this is throwing off Matheson for sure. His first 2 pitches are balls. So the count 2-0 for Cantiliano. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Rare he goes 0 for. That one's low, but in the zone. One count now 2-1, excuse me. Cantiliano shows bunt, lays one down. Can he beat it out? No, but Allen is able to get to second. And now McGann has a runner in scoring position. So Cantiliano does his task there. And now Allen at second, McGann up at the plate. The tying run is in scoring position for the Red Devils. And a good play there by Kuzi there to give Cantiliano the green light to lay down a bunt, and an excellent bunt by Cantiliano. He practices them before every game. He's an amazing bunter, and he uses it well there. McGann, Boz, and Mike Cantiliano, all 3 of them elected to play in the Garden State game, the best seniors in the state of New Jersey. Huge accomplishment for them. That's low. Stop there by Rosado. Did well to get that off that high bounce, and they count as 1-1. So Matheson deals 1-1. Swung on hard by McGann, this time to left. And then Lerberger's there, as he's been all day. Allen threw like he was going to go, but Lerberger's arm made sure he stayed there at second. And Lerberger's done well at left today, did well at second when he was in there for a slight stint. And McGann now 0 for 2 on the day, walked his first time. And brings up Stallwood, who got a hit his last time. The Red Devils down to the last out of this inning, 2 outs for the Panthers. Stallwood 1 for 1 on the day. That's high. Stallwood had to duck out of the way there a bit dramatically. But had a fast pitch coming there from Matheson. So 1-0. Matheson will deal. Not before he stares at Allen. Stallwood, contact to Taylor. Good fielding, good throw. And final out in the top of the 6th. And the Panthers now, potentially their last opportunity to bat now in the bottom of the 6th inning, live on HGTV. So one junior to another. Lundari makes way after a great day for him, only allowing 4 hits, multiple strikeouts, and just a 1 run through 5 innings. Patino now will take the reins here. Another junior, 364 pitches in 20.2 innings for him. Only allowed the 20 hits, same number as Lundari. 11 runs, 9 earned, same as Lundari. 12 walks and 29 strikeouts. A 3.05 ERA for the man that pitched in the last game against Ridge to help them get here. And he's going to have to do a great job here against the number 4 team in the state to make sure his team gets a chance to have an opportunity to tie things up in the top of the 7th. And he throws a strike to start things off. As facing the best hitter on this team, Fattore. That one's low and away. One and one. Low and away again. Now it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Patino. Low again. 3-1. Fattore with the green light, waiting for a great pitch here. One he can drive, which he's certainly capable of. 450 average coming into this one in a 600 slugging, and he drives that, but drives it foul. Now the count is full, 3-2. Patino just needs to get through this inning as calmly as possible. Can't allow any runs. Gets a deep fly ball to Brunetti. Good play from him. He's had a good defensive year, Brunetti. Another great play. And gets the best hitter on this roster, Fattore, out. 0 for 2 for him on the day. Had 1 walk. And that brings up Sachoki. So Patino's long warm-up seems to have prepared him well thus far. Found the zone early and has been finding it since. Beautiful breaking ball there. Excellent pitch. Strike 1 from him. And now 0-1. Again, same pitch. That time outside, though. 0-2. So here's the 0-2 from Patino. It's grounded, chopped over to Patino. This will be a tough play and can't make it. Augusta has to fall off the bag. So just unlucky there for the Red Devils. A poorly hit ball by Sachoki, but in a great spot there. A bit of a no man's land. Maybe should have let Gregor come for it as he was coming forward. Patino's falling away. In the end, the Panthers able to have a runner reach there. And now brings up Rosado, whose crucial double is really the difference between these two teams today. Another great pitch there from Patino, just drops in the zone. 0-1. Good pickoff move there from Patino, checking on the runner there, Sachoki. Rosado drives that one low and foul towards Soren Gregor at third base. And now 0-2. Again, Patino throws over on to Augusto to check Sachoki, excuse me. And now Sachoki goes. McGann, great throw on Stallwood, but the tag was a bit late. And the Panthers have their second steal of the day. And now a runner in scoring position for the power hitter Rosado. Sachoki's 25th stolen base of the year. This team can run. The energy is in the dugout for the Panthers. If that's hit hard to Stallwood. Backhand, though, bobbles it. Makes the play in the end, though, to get the out at first towards Augusta. But Sachoki does advance there. It was a good hit ball by Rosado. And now Cal Calmline comes up for the Panthers. And if he can find a gap here, this could score a run for the Panthers. So Patino, long pause. And that's pass ball. Oh, and run scores. So McGann and Patino have a collective mistake there. Low pitch from Patino. McGann couldn't make a count. Patino came up, but Sachoki was alive to it and was able to score there. And that's how crucial that steal becomes there from Sachoki. And now Calmline, no runners on for him. We'll just look to hit here. And the Red Devils, a crucial error for them. That's what's been an amazing defensive performance. And that one was low, so a ball. It's 1-0. The Red Devils just need one out to get out of this inning. And see if they get it. Stallwood's been busy today. Another great play from him. Throw was a bit out of the way to Augusta, but he makes it. And the Red Devils now down to what could be their last 3 outs of this season. They need 2 runs to extend this one in the sectional tournament, the final here, live on HGTV. So the Red Devils lead off here with Baz. And then, or excuse me, Stallwood, I should say. Baz, and then Augusta. And they're going to need something big from the bottom of this order. Oh, it is Baz, rather, I should say. Baz, 0 for 2 on the day. And Baz does like these big-time moments, though. Has to be said. And see if he has one more in him here. They're going to need something. They need something big here in this last inning. That last run they conceded did not help them out. But they just need life. Can Baz give it to them? Great pitch there. 0-1 there. Matheson's been good since he's came in. A save opportunity for him, excuse me. Baz chops that one foul. Count 0-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Baz down on strikes there. Maston, big pitch. And the Red Devils now bring up Augusta. They need something big from him. It's becoming do or die here for the Red Devils. It's just been almost a perfect game here for the Panthers. It's just been one of those days for the Red Devils. Just haven't been able to get the bats going. It's been a lot of them this season. As Matheson gets his 7th strikeout of the year. And throws another strike against Augusta. So the 0-1. Another great pitch there. 2 in a row there for Augusta that were very hittable. Didn't pull the trigger, though, and now he's behind. 0-2. The 0-2 again from Matheson. High, gets Augusta to chase and gets another strikeout. The Red Devils down to their last out here. Jack Brunetti, who is 0 for 3 on the day. 0 for 2, excuse me, on the day. In his 3rd at bat, I should say. Augusta 0 for 3. Brunetti, they need something big from him. One of their senior leaders, Brunetti, has been important to them for many reasons this year. They need his bat more than anything right now. And Matheson is, I believe, one of his first balls probably in this inning, if not his first. Fouled back there, Brunetti, a little late, 1-1. So Matheson now just has the luxury of just needing to focus on Brunetti. Oh, beautiful off-speed breaking brawl. Gets a swing out of Brunetti. And now one pitch, one strike away for the Panthers. Their crowd electric here, clapping here. One strike away from being North Jersey Group 4 section champions. And a fourth shutout victory in a row. And their sixth straight victory against the Red Devils. Here it is. That's outside. And it will be now 8 runs they scored on the Red Devils this year. Oh, excuse me, I should say 12, 13, and only 2 scored by the Red Devils. Unless Brunetti can hit here, it's right down the middle. It's strike 3, and for the second consecutive year, the Red Devil season ends at the hands of Bridgewater Raritan, who win North Jersey Group 4, win the section here, and the Red Devils, after a great battle and 2 upsets, cannot make it a third, and they fall here to the Panthers. Tough for the Red Devils, just didn't have it today. So that will do it for us here on HCTV. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.